Okay, sorry for the technical problem. That's not something you don't want to show during a demo day, right? So app crash. Even the with time crash. Before we used to have multiple cases where like their group they go on and they plug in and then everything crash. Okay, so just now we talk about the task with the priority. So we set those two queue with a different priority. This one Q1 with higher priority in Q2, and you can easily guess that Q1 can run faster than Q2. And then, but if we put that one another block in the main thread, so the main thread of course is highest priority, so it will finish fast. Okay, so far any question? Clear? Right. Okay, what we talk next? Concurrent task. Okay, so far we just see that hey, I just run with the concurrent one. Okay, so the concurrent task here. So now, what if I just have one queue, but on that one queue I want to run like two blocks, and I want to make it run concurrently. I also want to hey this two block I want to run in the background, but I want it to run concurrently. It's not like finish this one, we run another one. So again, you go back to this initializer, dispatch queue, and then you see we had a label. We know about that one, right? We had the QoS, quality of service. We know about that one, and then you see the next one is attribute. Right. So what is the attribute? So hey, by the way, earlier I didn't talk about that one. So on the QoS, if you just like say the autocomplete, so you can see all the priorities. So we have background, default, unspecified, user initiated, user interactive, and then utility. What would that? Okay, just user initiated. Just this one is just right after the user interactive, and then attribute. So where the attributes, so you see the attributes. Okay, so it's set two things: the concurrent or initially inactive. Right. So if we want to run the code inside this one concurrently, so you just say hey, concurrent, and then inside this one I have two block of code. Since we say hey, and this one on asynchronously, and then we have print 10 up the blue, and then so 10 up the red, and I want those two things running at the same time, at the same level of the priorities, and I don't want this can be done if like we create another queue with the same priority, and then we run, but since I don't want to create like one task or one queue, everything is same level or it's the same priority, then just combine everything into one queue, and then which one? What is the result? Caroline? What is the result? So they run at the same time, but like what the color is? On red, on like 5 red, 5 blue, 5 red, 5 blue, or what? Alternatively, it should be one red, one blue, one red, one blue. It's running concurrently. It had the same level of priority. Where is it? Did I bring into 100? No, I don't think so. I bring into 10 only, so that's right. Okay, see? So it's running concurrently, and two things had the same level of priority, so it just finished at the same time and running one by one. Okay, next thing. What if you want to delay some task at a certain time, and then you complete that task? for some circumstance you want to execute this block, but then hey, just after I tap this button, wait for me like 1 second, and then start to execute this block. For example, some app you want to capture the screenshot of your app, but you want to hide some button, or you want to hide some control, some item before you take the screenshot, take the snapshot of your screen. And then when you say, hey, take the screenshot, if you try to with this combo, these two buttons, it will take everything, right? But in this case, you want to hide some button before you take the screenshot, then how can you do that one, right? Hey, you had a button here, hey, take the picture, and then you start to hide this one, hide this one, hide this one, and then you want, hey, wait a second, it may take a little bit, take a moment for it to hide, completely hide the button, right? And hey, say, hey, can you wait for 5 seconds, and then you take the screenshot, right? Then you tap on the button and say, hey, this one I put it block inside a queue, and I say, hey, you need to run this queue like 1 second later. So that's some one of the example. In some case, one why you want to delay. So you delay that 0.5 seconds for people. That at that moment people try to take the screenshot. So is it not? People will not try to move up and down. So that 0.5 seconds will not matter. So people know it. They need to wait for the screenshot to be captured. So of course they will not try to move up and down. So how do we want to do that one? So here we have dispatch queue, and then again it's nothing fancy, nothing new here. We instantiate a new queue with the user interactive the highest level. So you may want to create that one in the highest level, or if this one run really fast, then you still can put it in the highest on the main thread. But for example, if you don't want, you can change it to lower priority, so user initiated, something like that, right? And then here I print a date, and then this one it will print current moment, now. In some other languages it has some datetime and now, and for script it just say date, and you print the current date. And then why do we need to delay here? So it have so if we see the delay queue here, we have asynchronous and after. Okay. This one here I said, hey, I want to wait until this deadline, and then this deadline what dispatch time. So the time of this one is the dispatch time. Right? So that's why I need to have a dispatch time here and say dispatch time interval. And then either I can execute this block, or I can then run this one like this, or the work item. So you can add a block of code, or you can put up that block of code inside a work item, and then you execute that work item. So for now, because our code is simple, so I just put it inside a block. So we have a dispatch time here, so that's why we need to create a delay here. So I say, hey, dispatch time is now, and then I plus a delay, so delay here is 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds, I will I set the deadline, so after this moment plus 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds, it will execute it with code. So when we execute, I just print date. So what we expect is that it print now, and 2 seconds later it print this one. Okay. And in between this one, you can do whatever you want. It's not block your code. You still can do whatever you want. It's not like your app will be freezing for 2 seconds just for waiting for this code to complete. Okay, let's remove this one. Okay, so is it still error? Why the error? Okay, go up. Command this one, and we run. Why that? Nope. Yeah, nope. Where was it? Delay, queue with delay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so see this? It print this one, and then 2 seconds later it print this one. Exactly 2 seconds. So, and then let me prove for you that it can execute some code in the middle. It's not block anything. Let me copy this one and where the delay one. So I put this one wherever I want to put, because this one on the main thread it will run and it's not waiting for anything. Right? So let's run again. Okay, so see, it's still running this, print this one, it executed block, and then 2 seconds later it print this one. Right. So the print, the very first print command is also in the same level with this block, right? That's why it executes before this block. So I didn't put this one into any queue. It's on the main thread. So that's why you see the print date first, and then it print out this 100. If for example, if this task is very long task, I made it run very slow. It took more than 2 seconds to complete this one. You still execute this one, and then whatever the time it, after 2 seconds, you finish this one first, and then go back continue this one. I don't know. I don't think this one can take 2 seconds or something. Okay, don't want to try. I don't want to print like million of the hearts onto my debugger. Okay, so where we have here the task with resources and then the deadlock. So that's why we set a with breadth first, and then later we go back with the second one.